Howdy folks, it's me again. This is not one of my regular videos. This is going to be a video of me talking about the industry. As a gemstone dealer, primarily in American fire opal, but I've been in this industry all my life. Either as a little 4-year-old mining precious opal out of Opal Canyon, all the way up to now, dealing in kilos of facet grade fire opal. Or occasionally I dabble in sunstones. One of the things as a gemstone dealer that you absolutely have to have is your integrity. You absolutely must be honest in all of your dealings. I don't care if you're dealing in tumble grade jaspers, or if you're dealing in diamonds or sapphires or emeralds or sunstone or anything else. I keep bringing sunstones up because that's going to be the subject of this story. If you sell something as a gemstone dealer, you absolutely have to sell what you say you're selling. The weight has to be right. The quality has to be right. Now, scales. I've got tons of them. I've got several of them. Now, these are El Cheapos. So when I sell a parcel, say I sell 100 grams, my super high dollar scale for weighing out 4 places past the decimal point doesn't weigh over 100 grams at a time. And I'm dealing in kilos and hundreds of grams at a time. So what I do is with these cheap ones, for instance, a 100 gram lot, I'll put 100 grams on that scale. I'll check it on a second scale. And just to be sure that I'm not shorting somebody on a parcel, I'll throw in a couple of extra stones. I want to make sure that anytime I sell something, my customer's going to be happy. And when it comes to the gemstone industry, it kind of behooves you to do that. You don't ever want the rumor to even get started that you're known for shorting somebody. Now to get to the point of the story, last spring I went to a rock, gem, and mineral show that I've been going to for many years. I went to a sunstone dealer that I've been doing business with for many years. Now we are not on a first name basis. We don't know each other. I know him by sight. I know where he sets up, and I've bought from him many times. I've bypassed him many times because he just didn't have what I wanted. But through the years I've made several good deals with the man. Now this last spring I actually had an order from a retail jeweler who needed Oregon sunstone earrings, 3 to 5 millimeter standard brown brilliance, and they needed to be some shade of red. They didn't need to be the highest quality, but they needed to be better than, clears or barely any color. So I go to the man and I dig through his stuff and I pull out some of the kind of stones I'm looking for, and we're talking and I'm telling him what I'm looking for. And he made me a good deal, very good price on a 100 carat lot. So we sorted through and I found stones, and he told me he weighed them up. His scale was behind his cases. I could see the scale, but I could not see the screen on the scale, a little small one. He was having to put 2 and 3 stones on it at a time till we got to 100 carats. I paid the man and I left. Something seemed wrong. That parcel was just off. So I drive an hour and a half home and I put that parcel on my scale, and sure enough it's 20 carats short. Now the price he made me more than made up for the 20 carat shortage. But it's the principle of the matter. I never short anybody. I always throw in extra, and I kind of expect that out of other gemstone dealers. I expect to at least get what I paid for, if not a little more. Now that's just good business. You don't short people. So I get online, I look his little website up, I look, he's got his phone number there. All right, I call him. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but this is so-and-so. I bought that 100 carat parcel from you. Brother, I hate to tell you this, but the parcel is 20 carats short. Give me a call back. Left my name and number. Well, 2 weeks go by and I don't hear from him. Now I know they're not staying out there in that plush desert 2 weeks at a time and not coming home, because where he lives is only 30-minute drive out. So I know he's been home. I know he's checked his phone messages. And he got busy and forgot. Alright, so I looked him up on Facebook. Lo and behold, he's got a Facebook page that I've liked and I follow. So I got on there and sent him a message. 2 or 3 weeks go by, finally get a response from that. And the response at the time read to me as if they were saying, we were not even at that show, we didn't sell any parcels, it must have been one of the other dealers. Really? That shocked me. More than shocked me, it actually, I got hot under the collar, folks. Let me just be honest, I got pissed off. So I went to their website, I copied and pasted some pictures of the man off of his website, and I sent him another message. This is the man I bought the parcel from. Your name is such and such. I know you by sight. I've been doing business with you for many years. Don't tell me you weren't at the show. You were set up right inside this area. I'm a former member of that club. I've got friends that are still members of that club. I own and operate one of the oldest, biggest, and most successful rockhound clubs on the internet, so on and so forth. And if you don't make this right, if you don't call me and get with me and let's make this thing right, I am going to put a lot of bad publicity out there on you. I was pretty hot under the collar. Well, a couple of weeks go by, I've calmed down about it a little bit, and my phone rings at work. Yeah, the man called me. And he explained that he wasn't trying to say that he was not even at the show and that he didn't set up. He was just trying to explain that he didn't remember selling any parcels. I gave the man the benefit of the doubt. I apologized for being hot under the collar and saying the things that I had said. And he said, look, get on my personal website and send me your name and address and I'll send you something to compensate you. Well, it's been about 7 weeks now. Today I come home from work, look what I found in the box. So I got excited. I'm like, the man finally made good on his promise. Let me show you what he sent me. Now, I've been in this industry a long time. I'm not just a dealer. I am a true rock hound. I have a true passion for all things rocks, gems, minerals, and jewelry. I am a highly qualified bench jeweler. I am a highly qualified watchmaker. So I'm more than a hobbyist. And I was shorted on a parcel of good red Oregon sunstone. So when I open the box and I see a fairly hefty package of sunstones, I got really excited. I thought the man pulled one of my stunts and sent me way more than he needed to make sure that I was happy. Well, that is until I opened the parcel. Let me show you what he sold me, or what he sent me to compensate me for shorting me on the parcel that he sold me. That, my friends, is barely a handful of medium to small size clear sunstones. Not a bit of color in any of it. What little bit of color you're seeing is host rock on the outside of the stone. No color. They're just clears. So I open this bag up and they're all clears. I'm like, nah, it can't be. So I pour them out of my hand. I'm up under my halogen light, up under my fluorescent lights. I'm like, there's got to be some color in here somewhere. Well, I found 2 stones that had the ever so slight little blush of schiller in them. Really and truly, there's not enough schiller in there to even cut a small cab out of. So, I'm not going to tell you who the man is. I'm going to get face to face with the man. We're going to have a long conversation come spring about integrity. Now, don't get me wrong, clear sunstones are very fun to play with. they cut beautiful stones. I've got quite a few of them right here. Those are all clears. The yellow you're seeing is the plastic here has turned yellow with age. But they make beautiful stones. They're not worth anything. You can't get any money for them. But they're fun to cut. They're great hobbyists. They make pretty jewelry. But, you know, that was not the deal. I needed reds. $928 grams of clear sunstones that I self-dug. It's what's left over after I've given away several handfuls, just giving it away as gifts. I tried to sell that parcel right there, 928 grams. I tried to sell it for 30 bucks, and nobody wanted it. So to compensate me for shorting me 20 carats of red, little tiny handful of clears. Don't know what to think about that, folks. I will tell you who it was not. There are two major mines out there that deal with the public. One of them being Chris Rose and his Spectrum Sunstone mine. Absolute fantastic people to deal with. If you go mine and dig or do business with the Spectrum and the people there, you're going to have a wonderful time. You're going to be treated good, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to come away with a smile on your face. The Dust Devil. Don and his people there, if you go to the Dust Devil, you're going to have fun. You're going to find good stuff. You're going to walk away from there with a smile on your face. So those two mines that are well known, they're well known to do good business for a reason, because they're good people. So don't set your mind at ease. You're more than likely never going to find this person who shorted me. So, you know, if you go out to the Plush area and do business with the two major mines there, you'll do just fine. As for the guy who did this to me, well, he and I'll have a little get-to-know-me talk come the spring when he sets back up. This is not right, and hopefully this doesn't ever happen to any of you. One thing you can do to keep this from happening, as cynical as it sounds, if you're not in a very, very good relationship with your seller, invest in one of these cheap little scales and double check what you're getting before you hand over your hard-earned money. So that's all I had to talk about today. And hopefully the next video will be on a much nicer topic, and we'll have some fun, and I'll show you some pretty stuff. So until then, have fun, get out and do some rock hounding.